What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. In the last episode, we won the draft with a 5 at the back. I am mostly looking to get great teams, not necessarily the highest rated team. So, you know, when we play draft, if the 3-4-3 pops up, if it's not the best formation, I'm not going to take it. The 5-2-2-1's there again. I'm going to take it again. We've had some good success with it. I actually started playing with it in Champs. I'm 5-0 in Champs as well. I just recorded, wow, that's a great start, Paul Scholes. I've just recorded a Draft to Glory, and I have my mic muted through the drafting phase, so I only have the gameplay and the rewards that were live. I lost in a final. I got a 15k pack and a 25k pack. I didn't open the 25k pack. I've saved that for Team of the Season, and in the 15k pack, I got Mohamed Salah in there. So we end up making well in excess of 100,000 coins profit. I got options here, man. Like, Messi is nice and high rated. Paul Scholes, it's tough to get good centre mids, so I'm gonna take Paul Scholes. I'm really unhappy as well because it was a really good draft, man. In at right wing, I'll take that 95 Messi. Hell yeah. 95 and a 92. I really hope that Inzaghi pops back up or we get a great striker here. Oh, brilliant! New man of the match, Luis Suarez. This card is phenomenal. 94 stamina, 86 strength, 91 aggression. His dribbling, is phenomenal. His passing is exceptional. His shooting is obviously very strong. And he's very rapid with that 90 acceleration. That is a sensational link because now Messi gets full chem no matter who we put a right back. And if we can get Del Piero, we can't. Never mind. Vinicius Jr. sometimes pops up in the greys. No, not this time. I'm still very happy with that. I'm going to take the Hunter Chem style there. Yeah, I'm delighted with that. A great start. Scholes, Messi, and Suarez, man. That is very big. And then our second centre midfielder is not going to be very big. We're going to take Aaron Ramsey because he's got the Shadow Chem style on him. And he obviously gets a soft link. Now, what do we get for our centre backs? Paolo Maldini, prime moments. This draft, although we've got a couple of low ends in the midfield there, we've got some fantastic players in the team already, and we're also going to take man of the match, Sergio Ramos. And this is turning out to be just kidding. I was going to say a spectacular draft, but then we get this. We're going to take Esquerdo there. Strong links to Ramos. We can pop the shadow from Ramsey onto him. Our third and final centre-back is going to be Nacho Fernandez for the chemistry. Very nice. Indeed. And then at right wing back, Carvajal headliner would be quite nice, although he was an SBC. Lala's headliner is very nice. He gets 7 chem out there, and you know, obviously this doesn't really make much of a difference for chemistry. David De Gea here would be spectacular if we could get him. We end up getting ourselves Yashin. It's only the 89 Yashin, so potentially Layman could be good. This is a strong draft straight off the bat. Yes, we need to upgrade Barini. Yes, we need to upgrade Ramsey and Esquerdo there. Potentially, we need to upgrade Nacho as well. But in a 5-back formation, I'm okay with that. This is a good squad. This is a really good squad. Let's hope we can carry on. And if you guys are enjoying Draft to Glory, wow. And you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, it'd be much appreciated. Let's try and smash 5,000 likes for today. And that, guys, gives us 100 chemistry and puts us in a position. We're on a 191 with 3 super low-end players. As I said, though, at the start, I'm not necessarily interested in building the highest rated draft. Obviously, if a 193 comes, that's fantastic. What I'm mostly interested in, as we'll take Delafeu there, he has a Hunter and he's a decent super sub. What I'm most interested in is getting the best players for the draft. And with that, I think we'll take Eden Hazard as our sub there. Really, really good player to have as a sub. We could potentially start him at left wing back. We lose 2 chem points. It does take it up to a 92 rated, a 192. Actually, there you go. So how about that, guys? I don't necessarily want to run him at left wing back, but he'd be okay there. And that does get us into that 192 role. Here we're going to take a chem style again. We're going to take another shadow star card there from Janozka. And lastly, on the reserves, we're going to get another good player here. Oh my God. Maradona. He is the perfect upgrade for Aaron Ramsey. He now puts us up to a 193. Of course, we've only got 1 low-rated player on the team, and we've got a really low-rated reserve. So I would need a miracle bench to keep this at a 193. But what a draft this is so far. Absolutely sensational. We're going to get a good goalkeeper here as well. We're going to get that 91 Lehman. So we are going to upgrade the team. Boom. Lehman goes in. I would kill right now for either a Virgil van Dijk Team of the Year card or just a Virgil van Dijk card of some degree or a Varane card. That would be amazing, and we're not going to get it. We're going to take Della Bella there with the Anchor Chem style on him. This could be good, though. Oh, my God. Sol Campbell. This draft is ridiculous. We're a 192 still. We might be a 193 with Delafeu, but I don't think so. No, we're gonna need like a huge striker. But look at this draft, guys. 5 prime icon moments, 7 icons in total. The brand new man of the match, Suarez. Team of the Year Marcelo is about all that can improve this squad to get on there instead of Eden Hazard. We'll take Shinji Kagawa, has a shadow chem style. Do I even need to improve the chems? Do I need to swap the chem styles with a team when it's this good? I probably don't. What do we have here? We'll take the Hunter anyway of Trejo. So this, by looks of things, we're actually even going to drop down to a 191, potentially even a 190. No, we're still a 192. Wow, we've got a big squad here. We are still a 192. Riyad Mahrez, perfect. Now, the choices are, do I go with Vinicius Jr. and put Del Piero in at that left wing-back spot? Or do I take Neymar, who doesn't get all the chemistry? I'm going to take that Vinicius Jr. We're going to pop him there, and we're going to play Del Piero down in that left wing-back spot. I know that sounds crazy, right? But Del Piero's actually got a decent enough card for it. His defending is horrific, but no, everything about him's horrific. He's going to be a terrible left wing-back. I don't even know why I'm trying to convince people that it's going to be good. I am going to change chem styles, so I will be right back. All right, guys, the chem styles have been put in place. We're going to take our last card here. It's not going to be a good card unless it gives, like, sometimes it throws up like random team of the years in those sort of picks. I don't think we're gonna be a 192 still. I think the bench is just a little bit too low rated to make it, which does suck, but that's the way of the road, you know. With that being said, this draft is utterly bonkers. Probably one of the best drafts I've built all up. Yeah, okay, we didn't get the best version of Ramos. We didn't get the best version of Messi. We didn't get any team of the years, actually, which is a bit unique. You know, usually you pick up a team of the year or two. We'll pop him there. We're going to pop Vinicius Jr. up there. We're going to swap those two around. So that gets us up to a 191. And that's sadly all it's going to be. It's going to be a 191. But, or have we got an 81 on the bench? Wait, hold on. Aaron Ramsey. Is he going to sway? Is he going to sway the jury? He's not. So 191 there, guys. But a phenomenal team. I'm going to pick the manager now. What do we need? We need an Argentinian to get Maradona to 10, a Frenchman for Lala to 8, or an Italian for Del Piero to 7. Now, we don't have an Italian, so it's either going to be Maradona. We don't have a Frenchman either, so it's going to be Maradona. Maradona goes up to 10 chem. Everybody else is already on 10 chem. And that is one hell of a draft. That is one hell of a draft. To a man, the starting 11 is sensational. And the bench as well is great. We have got Hazard. That's it, actually. And Delafeu. But I'm not really going to bring off... Like, honestly, Maradona's probably going to be the only one to come off because he's just burned stamina like crazy in this game. That, guys, is the squad. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-3-3 team. Some really nice players in there. Lipmanen and Yashin prime moments. Team of the year, Varane, Zanetti, the Bentancur special card, which is a really good card. We've used it a few times ourselves in draft. But by the standards of today's drafts that we see mostly, it's a pretty weak team. Like, it is a nice team in itself, but, you know, most drafts that we see now have multiple icons and top-end cards, and we score the first goal there with Vinicius Jr. popping it up to himself and slamming it home to make it 1-0. That soon became 2-0. My man gets a good tackle in there, but that's the problem, man. Like, you know, I want that fixed, you know, like, it happens for me, it happens against me, and it's just triggering, you know. A manual tackle from my man there on Maradona, and Maradona gets the ball back, squares it for 2-0, and then Vinicius Jr. with another scoop to himself for 3-0, and it is just triggering. It's super triggering when you make a tackle, when you manually put yourself into a position to defend, and then once that's happened, you end up conceding possession immediately. Into the second round, we come up against a much better team. Yes, he's got Almiron. Yes, he's got the left back there, I don't even know the name of the guy, but the rest of his team is phenomenal. Lineker, amazing. Maradona, 95, fantastic. Zanetti's 93, brilliant. But we end up getting in behind with a quick 1-2 with Suarez there, and Suarez drills that with the first time timed finesse. A9 Skills had told me start using those first time timed finesses a little bit more. They're overpowered, and you can see that they are because his goalkeeper didn't even move. He then makes a mistake and gifts me the ball there. Suarez getting his second goal to make it 2-1, and that soon became 3-1 just before half-time here. The ball down the right-hand side to Messi. Messi just waits for the run of Suarez. Suarez gets in behind, plays it to Maradona. Maradona with a La Croqueta, and then Vinicius Jr. with the heel-to-heel, the La Croqueta, the cutback, and Suarez is there to get the hat-trick. And that soon became 3-2, and there's a manual tackle from my end as well that goes back to my opponent. Good finish, though, in the end. A couple of 1-2s in behind my back line there. Really, really clean to make it 3-2. We soon got it to 4-2, just straight after kickoff pretty much. Luis Suarez in behind. Fake shots down the left-hand side a couple of times. Gets in behind. Again, my man makes he makes a tackle. And the craziest thing is if he just didn't tackle me, if he just switched off of Van Dijk there and let the AI control Van Dijk would have most likely blocked the cutback. And that's just, for me, the biggest gameplay issue right now. We end up going for 4-3, and then bad, unlucky goalkeeping. Like 3 of my goals in that game came from just cheesy defending. My opponent made it 5-4. Mbappe there with a really clean finish in behind the back line there, just stayed on side and made it 5-4. And, if I'm my opponent in that game, I'm feeling quite frustrated because he's had a good game and he's defended well. I have controlled the game, generally speaking, but in terms of the goals conceded for him, 3 of the 5 that I scored were just cheese goals, Into the semi-final, we'll come up against a super team. 91 headliner Royce, 98 Maradona, 94 Ruud Gullit, team of the year Marcelo, and the 91 Lehmann there as well. He's got 86 Martial, he's got the FFS Trent Alexander-Arnold and any version of Van Dijk, but we get a good ball through there. Vinicius Jr. clean through to Luis Suarez. I just kind of wait for the right moment to shoot, and Suarez pops at top bins to make it 1-0, which was really, really nice. We soon got it to 2. Suarez again getting in behind. Beautiful ball roll to Maradona. Maradona cuts it back to Vinicius Jr. I don't know why that went so far behind him. I pressed shoot like in preparation, expecting it to be in front and him to just hit it into the top left-hand corner area. The keeper makes a save, or it got blocked, and Vinicius Jr. gets a rebound, which was fortunate. My opponent then made it 2-1, a couple of La Croquetas there, and but again, just a bit unlucky. I don't know why Lehmann sticks a foot out, and less understand why he doesn't react to the ball afterwards. But we eventually made it 3-1. Lovely bit of work from Maradona. The Elastico getting him into some space. Sol Campbell at the back post after the corner, making it 3-1. And then my opponent kind of fell apart from there. Luis Suarez goes in behind here again. He's got lots of options, gets inside. The guy keeps backing off. He flicks it up to himself. I mistimed the shot. It was late, so just a regular volley there from Suarez, but it flies on home into the back of the corner of the net. And that soon became 5-1, guys, with just a few minutes late. Messi into Maradona. Maradona flicks it up, taps it over, and bangs it home. And that is a sensational strike to make it 5-1. And 5-1 is how that game finished. So we move ourselves into a final. Some great performances along the way. Some lucky goals in game 2, but generally dominating with this... With this formation, I'm just performing really well. And into the final, it's not the best team. He's got 2 really good prime icon cams and then 2 good strikers, 2 terrible CDMs, and then a good back line with a good goalkeeper. And there's too many goods in there, not enough greats. He's got great cams. He's got 1 great centre-back. He's got a great right-back. But a lot of just good players. And we managed to capitalise on that very early on. 8 minutes in, Messi getting down that right-hand side, cuts back into the space, finds Maradona. He just backs off again. Maradona flicks it up, times it perfectly, slams it home, and that puts me 1-0 up after 10 minutes. That soon became 2-0 just a few minutes after the kickoff, the restart of the second half. Luis Suarez gets in behind, ball roll drag back into Maradona, who gets his second goal of the game and puts me 2-0 to the good. My opponent scored 1 in about the 66th minute here. He plays a ball down to the right-hand side with Marco Royce. I thought I did enough to kind of put him off there. The keeper just goes absolutely walkabouts and he pulls it back for 2-1. But this is a game I controlled here from start to finish, and 2-1 was the final score. And that gets us, guys, our 50th draft victory. Really, really happy with 50 draft wins, if I'm being perfectly honest. Delighted. Hopefully we can get something good in the packs. You can see there, I've just dominated the game from start to finish. Genuinely happy with how this draft went on. That is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, and there it is, the 50th draft win on the account. Very happy with that. I don't know exactly how many I got last year. I think it was up towards 90 or so, actually. But that was after not playing so much draft until the very, very end. I played more drafts in like the last, month or 6 weeks than at any other point, and got most of my wins at that stage. So to come away with already our 50th win here, that is fantastic. As you could probably imagine, this draft was spectacular. This is an honestly phenomenal draft. Even though it's only a 191, that's because of the low versions of the bench. The starting 11 is unreal. There is no two ways about it. Just simply unreal. Prime moments: Maradona, Scholes, Maldini, Del Piero, and Lehmann. Sol Campbell, man of the match Ramos, man of the match Suarez, FFS Vinicius Jr. and team of the group stage Messi. The headliners Lala there. It's a spectacular draft that I almost expected us to win with. Like, the only way we wasn't going to win with this draft is if we came up against a guy who is like a top level FIFA player, really. I played some really good FIFA as well in the final. My opponent is a weird one. He messaged me afterwards saying he'd rather lose 5-0 than to lose against me playing like that. What he doesn't understand is that the whole drop back one depth thing, which he was on for specifically the first half, it doesn't benefit me to try and attack him. Once I went 1-0 up, the fact that he remained on drop back and one depth, I'm now not going to try and attack you. You know, I get caught up too many times trying to go for goal. And if I'd played into his hands continuously by still attacking him, he would have just kept countering me and ultimately would have probably got another chance or two, maybe scored, maybe equalised, maybe gone in the lead. So for as long as he was on one depth and drop back, I just started passing around my back line. And it took him till about the 43rd or so minute to recognise what I was doing. And only then did he change his tactics. But what his problem is that he went from like drop back to all out attack. And the reason why that's an issue for him is because he went from having no one up front to having no one in the midfield, because all his midfielders and attackers passed by me. So that just allowed me to hold the ball in the midfield area, because he had like 4 attackers standing up with my defenders. And again, if I lose the ball here, he's going to counter me and score. So I just started holding the ball around the midfield area. He needed to find a balance, and he just went from one extreme to the next. I played a good game of FIFA. I could have scored a couple more goals. I was happy with what I did. What do we get for our rewards? A 50k pack and a 5k pack. Not the greatest rewards. It genuinely all depends on how lucky we're going to get in that 50k pack. Are we going to hit a board, an inform, a walkout, an icon? We get a shiny gold from the 5k pack, which is pretty nice. But I'm generally speaking happy with how I played in that draft, even if my opponent wasn't happy with how I played against him. Is Soler selling? No, he's not. We'll discard him. I'll send the other stuff into the club for now. And so I've opened a lot of 50k packs recently, and generally they're not great value for me. So here we go. I've got some untradeable 50ks there as well. I don't know if this is one of them. Ultimately, it doesn't matter, because it's not going to be a walkout. It is going to be a board, however. It's going to be a French board, a right wing. It's going to be Dembele. That's really nice. Right now, he's at about 3.3, 3.4k. 84s have come down massively in price because of all these promos and half-price packs and such. But long-term, that's fantastic. Now, is this a tradable? So this is an untradeable pack, funnily enough. That's one of my untradables gone. Dembele, yeah, I know it says 9k, 6k there, 5k. I know I actually just went and purchased one, which is why this one's untradeable. So you'll see here from the one that I purchased, I picked him up for 2.8, but I sniped him. So yeah, he's selling for like 3.3 or something like that. And the rest of this, we'll just swap them all around. We'll put the tradables, we'll throw the tradables away because they're all discard value, I would assume. We'll do a brief check there. We get an 83 in there as well, which is quite nice. So he's 700. That is discard. Aziz there coming in at, 1,000. No one's even bidding on him. DePaul here, or DePaul, 700. Bolassi, 800, no one's buying it, and Wormbloom probably the same, 750. So these are all discard kind of cards. We'll send the rest into the club. So will we make profit off that draft? Probably just because of the discard value of the packs there from the players in the 50k. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for now. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.